Hey, welcome to another interesting episode of the preview show. Before we go, I would just like to share the link to your friends. I just want you to invite your friends to come and join us because we're about having a nice time on the show. Please, I will take 5 minutes to just share the link and invite others. I'll be right back. Thank you. Hold on. All right, guys, can you guys hear me?
Uh, yes, I can hear you.
All right, I can see you, Nena. Can your picture come up, please?
Okay. I'm still trying to get a hang on this thing. Uh,
Yes.
hang on a bit, please. Okay,
All
I've
right.
gotten it. Okay.
All right. Nice.
Okay.
Nice. 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 Welcome, Nena. You look beautiful this morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Off my you.
For life, oh, even though they're the best
We
person
are
up.
both putting on, we are both putting on my jersey.
Yeah, so we have a match today now against Burnley.
Of course. By 3 o'clock. Godfrey, how far now? Godfrey Yoko of Brilliant
I greet,
FM.
I greet you, my boss.
Hi, Godwin.
Okay, you did now.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Godfrey. You
Can
said put jersey on today.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, no, no, good morning.
Very good morning to you.
Yeah, well done.
All right, guys. We're just going to start now because we've delayed a bit because I was trying to share the link to on social media and all of that. So you can also do that now. You can share the link to your social media. Like I sent you the link on WhatsApp, so you can share it on social media for your friends
Yeah,
to
I've
join
seen
the
it.
live. All right.
Oh,
So we just and they stand the chance of winning 1,000 naira worth of airtime. I'll be asking a question during the course of the show that if they answer correctly, I'll pick a random winner in the comment section. So that person is going home with 1,000 naira worth of airtime. So that's
okay.
nice. All right, where do we begin? Okay, we're starting with the trending stories, as we say in the week, all the trending stories that took place during the course of the week. So I'm going to start with you, Nena. We've seen Xavi saying that he's going to take back his words and going to stay back as Barcelona coach for next season. So what do you think? Do you think that was a nice, do you think it's a nice decision, or what do you think? What do you think? Let me hear you.
Okay. I'll speak from a personal point of view. If I was in service position, I wouldn't have rescinded my decision. I would have gone ahead and stepped down because one of the reasons he gave for stepping down initially was the toxic Spanish press. He wasn't getting the respect that he deserved, and I agree with him on that score because I mean with the difficult situation Barcelona is in currently, and the last 2 3 years, with everything that has been going on and off the pitch, he was able to win the league last season. That's huge. I didn't exactly see that coming. He beats a very very experienced Real Madrid team with a very experienced coach to win the league last season. So the following season, there were so many speculations surrounding his job, so many things that were written about him that casted him in a very, very bad light. So that initial decision to step down for me was a good one. And I feel he should have stuck with that because him rescinding that decision now is it's kind of it will put him in a more difficult position going forward, and he might eventually get sacked because I don't see things really getting better for Barcelona except they make wholesome changes, especially in the team. So he will eventually be sacked. So I feel I should have stuck with that initial decision and just step down. But the thing they say about love, the love and loyalty for the team and for the club. I guess that's the overriding emotions for him over sound logic. So I wish him the best on that.
All right. I'll come to you, Godfrey, but let me. Okay, I'm still going back to you, Nena, on this. Godfrey, what is your opinion? Do you think Xavi took the right decision by deciding to stay back at Barcelona?
Yeah, for me, I feel it's not easy for you to, leave your boyhood club. There's this emotion, there's this sentiment, with your boyhood club and all that. So yes, they have had issues with the board and stuff like that. So I believe maybe they have settled it, they have resolved it, and they are back on a good terms right now. Because you could see without no quality players in that Barcelona team, and they are still playing beautiful football, and they are still behind Real Madrid, still gunning for, even though the title is over for Barcelona right now. But you could see what they can do. Won the league in his first season, came into the UEFA Champions League to the quarterfinals and being knocked out by PSG. For me, it's a superb performance from Xavi Hernandez. Nobody gave him a chance to perform this way, even though Barcelona were in a crisis, financial crisis, where they did some bad business over time. So I feel that, like I said, it's not easy for you to, just let go like that. And you could see the players he has progressed into the first team, the likes of Yemin Lamar, Kubasi, and Pedri was there Pedri was there in the team when he came. So a host of young players which he has, promoted into the first team. And for me, I feel probably he's attached to these boys. He wants to see them grow. He wants to see them develop into to be better players and probably be Barcelona legends themselves. So I just feel that yes, you might not last on the job, but I think it's the way forward for Barcelona to give him time to implement something. But it's now left for the board now to improve on what Xavi Hernandez has done by giving him some cash to spend in the transfer market and also improve the squad, let some players go, bring in fresh legs, promote some players from the academy. So that's just it for me. I feel it's a good call for Xavi Hernandez. Where do you want to go as at now? So I just feel that he should remain at Barcelona, build himself, build his capacity, and also probably tend to win titles for them.
All right, thanks to win titles for them. Thank you very much. I'm back to you, Nina. Why do you think Xavi will not last long in Barca, Nina? Why do you think Xavi will not last long? Why are you so pessimistic, or how would I put it? Yeah,
um,
why not confident on Xavi?
uh,
He won the
two,
he
two,
won the league. He won the league last season, of course.
two factors for me. One, like we all know, football is a results-oriented business. So if going forward, if the result is not exactly favorable and positive, the result on the pitch, I mean, they will eventually sack him. And which brings me to point number two is the fact that there are so many things wrong with the Barcelona team currently. There's so much disconnect, and the team is very very disjointed. And I think it's a rudderless team as well. They don't exactly have leaders. Yeah, there's Lewandowski, there's Gonjo, and there, but still, I don't think the young players in the team are exactly listening to them. So that's why I feel like that problem, if it is not fixed, and I don't see any measures. I don't see any measures being taken, to address that as at right now. So that's why I'm kind of very like you said, pessimistic about Xavi's chances at Barcelona. I feel like he should have just stuck with that initial decision to step down instead of because in this business, if you're putting emotions over sound logic, most of the time it backfires. I mean, we've seen that happen with Mourinho. Mourinho said recently that he had his friends, family, they told him to step down from the Roma job after the Europa final last season. In fact, that was what many of us felt he was going to do, with the way that final went and the fact that Roma did not exactly back him, in his outrage at how the whole referee fiasco and all. So we felt the ideal thing was to step down, but like he has confirmed, which when I say we, I mean the Mourinho fans. I'm part of the Mourinho army. So we that thing we always thought that this man is putting emotions, above sound logic. So eventually it backfired because they eventually sacked him. So in this business, most of the time, if you put emotions above sound logic, it's most times backfire. I think it's going to happen with Xavi, except of course if time somehow proves me wrong. I'm open to be proven wrong.
All right, this is on record, so we're gonna see how it pans out. Moving to our next. Before we go, let me just remind the viewers that you can just comment your opinion while we analyze the trending stories. And I will read out your comments live on the show. Okay. Moving on to the next topic. I was starting with you, Goswe. I think Fabrizio broke the news last night. I think it was around 8 p.m. that Anslot of Feyenoord has been confirmed as the new Liverpool coach. So
I
what do you
can't
think?
hear you. I can't hear you. I
Can you
think
hear?
in should mute our mic.
Okay, Nina, can you
Oh,
mute your mic?
okay.
All right, thank you. Can you hear me now, Goswe?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I said Fabrizio broke the news last night that Anslot of Feyenoord, the manager of Feyenoord, has been confirmed as the new Liverpool manager for next season. So what do you think? Do you think he's going to be a success at Liverpool? What do you think?
You can never tell whether it's going to be success or not. So these things are just trial and error. The coaching job is hire and fire. So you can never tell whether it's to succeed. But looking at his CV, he has the same CV. He has the same credentials with what's it called, Eric Ten Hag. He won the league last season. Qualified the team to the Champions League and some other. I won the what's it called, their Super Cup or thereabout. Their like the FA Cup in their league, yeah. So in the Eredivisie, so more like the same CV with Eric Ten Hag. He played some kind of fancy football also. So I just hope he tends to do the needful at Liverpool because there will be a lot of pressure for him. Coaching a top side, big team like Liverpool with a lot of history for them. So and let's see whether the FSG group can be able to back him up with some little bit of funds, to go to the market and get some quality players because we know the FSG group are not to spend so much. They spend peanuts on players and they expect results. And so it won't happen this time around. That's why you've seen Manchester City dominating the league so far so good over some time now for past 3 years to 4 years in the English Premier League. The likes of Chelsea, the likes of Manchester United have done bad business over time. Most especially Chelsea and Manchester United, bad business, giving some ridiculous, what's it called, contract and money, wages to some players, most especially Manchester United. I just feel that the FSG group, which is the American owners of Liverpool, can be able to back this guy up and get some quality players. And coming into Liverpool, different atmosphere, different history, different ground. So there are some players who might leave for greener pastures for Liverpool because the likes of Joe Matip might leave and a host of others. And Mohamed Salah is being talked about to Saudi Arabia. So a lot of work is cut out for and it's not at Liverpool. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what it brings to the table. And on a lighter note, we are having three bad men in the English Premier League. Pep Guardiola, a bad man. Eric Ten Hag, your man, Godwin, and also Arne coming, all bad-headed man. So let's see what they bring to the table.
Nina, that's a short one. You have a crush on bad manager, so I think and the slot has been added to your list now.
Uh, well, yeah, but I wish he wasn't going to Liverpool. Liverpool, the internal rivalry with Manchester United. So, I don't. From a fan point of view, I don't exactly wish him well at Liverpool. but but objectively speaking, um, okay, so there's always this struggle that always happen when a club is replacing a manager that has been there for so long. So any manager who is coming in to replace club at Liverpool, and this time is Arne Slot, um, it's gonna be tough, very very tough. Because now he's coming to a Liverpool team that is spent. they are a spent force. The Liverpool team is very, very spent. So now the club is leaving, and that team, there's a whole lot of job that needs to be done on that team. So Liverpool has to, give Slot that patience they gave to Klopp. Initially, the first three, or was it even 4 seasons of Klopp? I'm not sure he won any substantial trophy. So they have to be patient with Slot in that regard. But he Slot also has to earn it. He has to earn that trust, that loyalty. But then, like we all know, the English Premier League and the Dutch League, they're miles apart, And we've seen how Ten Hag came. The first season was respectable, and the second season has been very chaotic. So I think it might be the same with Slot, but Liverpool has to be very, very patient with him. Very
All
patient.
right. Liverpool has to be very, very patient with Arne Slot. We have a comment here from Richard Hortenson. He said, "Hi, Odiko, Nena, and Yoko. How are you? God is the most powerful and forgiving. We hit Slot in at Liverpool many times." Okay, he's also saying prediction: West Ham versus Liverpool and other games in the Premier League. We're going to come to predictions. Richard Hortenson. We're going to come to predictions when we're done with the analyzing of the trending stories. Just hang on and stay with us. We're gonna analyze all the Premier League games and the La Liga games and the Nigerian Professional Football League games. Okay, so just hang in there. Before we go to the next topic, I'm gonna throw my question for the fans, for the viewers. If you can get it, Nina and Gos they're gonna just pick. I'm just gonna ask them to pick randomly from the comment section the person that was gonna win our 1,000 worth of airtime. So the question is, when was the last time Manchester United won the Premier League? When was the last season Manchester United won the Premier League? If you know the answer to the question, just comment in the comment section, and I will ask my panel of analysts to pick any of their preferred comments, and we'll announce the winner. So okay, I think we've lost Nina. I don't think. Let me see if she's still around.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Nina, a call came in, right?
Uh, Sorry, I know I mistakenly hit something.
Oh, okay. All right. Just like I said, we're gonna be. I'm gonna be. You guys are gonna be helping me with picking the comments, the answers to the question. The question again, I repeat, is when was the last season Manchester United won the Premier League? If you know the answer to the question, just comment in the comment section, and I'll pick our panel of analysts will pick randomly, and I'll credit you with 1,000 worth of airtime. So on to the next topic. Are Liverpool out of the title race, for God's will? Are Liverpool out of the title race? Let's talk. Are Liverpool out of the title race?
Yeah, yes, for me, they're out of the title race. Losing back to back against Crystal Palace, losing against West Ham, against Everton, I beg your pardon, against Sean Dyche team. I feel the hopes of title race is on the air already. It's smoking out already. So I feel Liverpool should have done better, to take the league to the wires and all that with the capacity they have built over time. But unfortunately, it seems as if that syndrome of near success syndrome and bottling mentality of Jurgen Klopp has come on them this time around. So I just hope that the new manager tends to bring something to the table. But right now, I don't see Jurgen Klopp actually getting anything out of this title race. So the main contenders right now are Arsenal, and Manchester City. Liverpool seems to be, title pretenders. Oh, you might not blame them because they have lost so many key chances in front of goal. They have not been clinical. Darwin Nunes and also Luis Diaz and a host of others have been abysmal in front of goal. They have not been clinical in front of goal, which resulted them losing so many goal scoring chances and chances, fail to convert chances in front of goal. So that's one of the reasons. they have been where they are right now. Mohamed Salah has had been is in deep in form right now, not the Mohamed Salah we used to know. So I think probably is because they let some of their key players to go, the likes of Mane who can convert chances, Firmino who can convert chances, and you bring in some people, some mediocre players who are not up there with, these are quality players that just left. You're having a Darwin Nunes who runs into channels, creates those aggressive runs and put defenders on their toes, but couldn't finish chances, just like Nicolas Jackson at Chelsea. So I just feel that these are one of the reasons they are where they are. If not, Liverpool should have been, topping the league, but lack of being clinical in front of goal have affected them this semester.
All right. Before I come to you, Nena, on the same question, I'd like to read the comment that we just got in. Richard Huntington says Liverpool need to get rid of deadwood like Thiago, Adrian, Matip, Salah. Oh, Salah, a deadwood. Diaz, Robertson, and Nunes. Liverpool are a sell to buy club. Okay, he also said Liverpool are out of the title race by losing to Palace and Everton. I think I agree. In the last few games, they went out of the Europa League, FA Cup, and Premier League. Richard, I don't think I think I like what you said about Liverpool getting out of the title race because they lost to Palace and Everton. But I don't think you said Salah is a dead. I don't think Salah is a dead. My guys, am I wrong? Is Salah a deadwood?
Salah is not a deadwood. I feel Jurgen Klopp made a mistake, during the transfers, window, allowing some of your key players to go, the likes of Fabinho. You brought in Endo. Yes, he's trying, but not at the rate of Fabinho. You let in some of your players go, but I feel there are some key deadwoods. Like you said, Richard said, the likes of Matip. Yes, we all know his contract is expiring by June, and he's been linked to Roma and some host of Italian clubs. I think they should take a look at their striking position, striking options. Another guy who is more like Mohamed Salah, who is more technical and clinical in front of goal, is Diego Jota. And injury has not been Liverpool's friend this season, especially in the attacking team. You have the likes of Cody Gakpo, Jota, going in and out of the medical table. It's not friendly. Even Thiago Alcantara, I feel that probably they should, look at their transfer and most especially the striking position, the 9. That with Nunes, yes, he might be good, but he might not give them that 20 to 25 goals a season that will help them win the league.
Okay, Nena, let me come to you now. Are Liverpool out of the title race? Let me hear your opinion. Are Liverpool out of the title race?
Okay. Mathematically, no, they are not exactly out. Just like Klopp said in his post-match presser after the loss to Everton, he said they will need a crisis at Arsenal and Man City for them to win at this point. And who knows, that crisis could happen. I mean, never say never, especially in the Premier League where it's just 4 games to the end of the season, except for Man City and a few others who have an outstanding game or 2. So mathematically, Liverpool are not out. So they just have to focus on winning the remaining 4 games, and see what happens on the other side. But I don't think Man City is going to lose any point till the end of the season. So for me, Man City is retaining the league. And I don't think Arsenal will win either. But Arsenal will definitely drop points. But mathematically, Liverpool are not out. So they should just focus on winning their remaining games and see what happens in the others.
All right, mathematically, Liverpool are not out. And then I also agree. And I think, but I think if you look at the remaining games for 3 title contenders, I think Man City have the easier fixtures. If we are being honest, Manchester City have got the easier fixtures. I think they're going to win, if not all of those fixtures. Once they get into this business end of this thing, they're always very ruthless. And you've seen what they've been doing in the last 2 games. They've been very, very ruthless with the way they've been going about their business in the last 2 games in the EPL. So I feel they're going to retain the title. I agree with you, Nina, and I think Arsenal is under hard luck for them again. They try next season. Okay. We've got another comment from Richard. Richard, he says Klopp and Liverpool players are fatigued, broken man, tired out of depth, not good enough, and lost it. He said Liverpool will be going backward with the potential manager as Arne Slot in as manager. 9.4 million from Feyenoord. It's like getting another Dutch manager, Ten Hag. Okay, he said Man City will win their fourth Premier League trophy. I think we all agree with you, Richard, on this. Man City are going to win the fourth title in a row. So there's no stopping Man City. I envy Man City though. I'm Manchester United fan, but I envy Man City because this is what I think Manchester United should be doing. But Ten Hag has promised us that it's going to end this era. So we are still waiting. We are hoping that it's going to end. So we'll go to the next. We'll go to the next type. We'll go to the next topic before we will start the previewing of the weekend games. I'm going to start with you, Nina, because I'm in Manchester United. We're about to talk about Manchester United now. So the question is: should Eric Ten Hag be allowed to stay, even if we don't win the FA Cup? Should he be allowed to stay, even if we don't win the FA Cup?
Yes, absolutely. Ten Hag has really angered me for most part of the season with some of his decisions, on and off the pitch. But he's not solely responsible for the stench at Manchester United. It has been something that has long that the club have had coming, even in South latter years. So Ten Hag is only a small part of the larger problem, just like the previous manager. So I feel like the club, for once, since Alex retired, let us stick with the manager. Don't interrupt yet another process. They've had to interrupt processes. From okay, let me remove Moyes. Moyes was a misfit. He shouldn't have coached Man United. So he doesn't have the clout and charisma. So the two managers I feel that Man United should never have sacked, Louis Van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, especially Mourinho. I feel like if the club has stuck with Mourinho, like stuck with him over those prima donnas who masquerade as professional footballers, the club would have, had a very, very strong footing, or even possibly be winning the big trophies. But they interrupted that process yet again and got in yet another misfit of a manager. That is Ole. Ole should never have coached Man United. He doesn't have the clout and charisma. So now Ten Hag is in. He had a respectable first season, third place, 2 cup finals of which he won 1. The second season has been chaotic, which is more or less expected because Man United did not have a solid transfer window last summer, and they didn't do anything in January as well. So you can't harvest, you can't plant cocoyam and harvest yam. It's not possible. It is what you put in the ground is what you're going to get out of it. So Man United have to stick with Ten Hag, back him to the hilt, especially in the transfer market, buy proper players for him, and who knows, the club will finally get itself back among the elite. So they shouldn't interrupt yet another process. Ten Hag annoys me a whole lot, but I don't think sacking him would be the solution.
All right. But some people argue with you, Nena, that he got in. It was Ten Hag that brought in Anthony. It was Ten Hag that brought in Malaysia. But these guys have been completely disastrous at Manchester United. So do you think? What will make you think that his future signing will also make sense at Manchester United, since he was one that brought in huge money for Anthony, and Anthony is a complete flop at Manchester United, and even Malaysia has been almost absent. So what do you think?
You said earlier that you envy Man City. You said earlier, well, you're envying the Man City that that have a solid structure, in all ramifications. Guardiola made signings in his first season, of which a number of them they flopped, and they were sold. They supported the club, the structure. They supported him. So he bought players. Who was that guy again? There's this guy, this Spanish guy. I can't remember his name now. Some other players that he signed in his first season who flopped. He sold them off and bought more qualities. So how are we ever going to get back to the top if we're not backing the managers? The managers, they make mistakes. They are humans. So yes, Ten Hag has not been spot on with his transfers. Why not keep backing him? That's just what we have to do. Except it gets to a point where, okay, it's proven beyond doubt that, okay, this man is not fit for purpose. But I can't, as much as he has his own faults. I don't think he's solely responsible for what has happened this season. That, like he has stated over time, he has not had a consistent first 11 for extended period this season. Anyhow you look at it, I mean, having such inconsistency is going to hamper anything. You understand? So yes, he has signed players who has gone on to flop. The biggest one, which is Anthony. Why cut your losses on Anthony and get rid of him? Get source for more quality players. And one thing Man United have to stop doing is going for players who have this like big price tag on them. That thing always put pressure on those players themselves. So the club, obviously, I don't think a scouting department exists at Manchester United right now. If a scouting department does exist, they will be combing Europe, or even Africa for quality players, and not just buy established players that other club have, trained and put one huge price tag on. Once it's Manchester United, every club will want to milk the club. Every club wants to milk Manchester United because it's Manchester United. They have the money. So Man United also have to start looking in those lonely places where unknown talent are. Source for them, buy them, come and hunt them, or something like that. So that's it. So once this one, if you buy something and it doesn't work, and you don't have the patience to persevere, get rid of it, buy another one. Keep buying until you get the right fit. So that's it for me. That Ten Hag made mistakes doesn't mean we have to stop. So I mean, we have to stop supporting him. We have to. If we are retaining him, we have to support him in transfer market. That's it.
All right, I think I'll go with you, Nen. I agree with you totally because I think I like your point when you said Pep Guardiola also made some mistakes when he got to Man City as well, and later got his signings right. So what I think Manchester United are lacking, I think they started putting those structures in place. Are those technical guys that are running football, like the weak calls that they just got in, and the what's the name, the Ashworth from
Ashworth,
yeah. So I think if they can get these guys know how to properly run football. If they can get these guys in and they get these guys are known for nurturing talent, for spotting good talent in football. So I think with this our new owner, the Ionist guy, what's his name again?
Ratcliffe.
Ratcliffe, with his policy of getting these new guys in, I think Manchester United are definitely heading the right direction. Okay, let me come to you, Yoko. Should Manchester United sack Eric Ten Hag if he doesn't win the FA Cup, or should they still stick with him just like Nena was advised?
Why do you want to sack Eric Ten Hag? Fans, are not patient sometimes. If you look at the indices of Eric Ten Hag, or if you look at the report card of Eric Ten Hag, he has taken Manchester United to 3 finals, won one, lost one, and right now he'll be facing against his neighbors, Manchester City. So I feel it's going to be a rash, um, decision if you sack Eric Ten Hag, knowing fully well that he just have 1 year left on his contract. So for me, I feel um, Eric Ten Hag has not covered himself in glory. He has not covered himself in glory. Looking at the fact that he has been emotional this season, fighting with players here and there, and also sometimes his tactical game plan has not been favorable, has not helped the team. Looking at the fact that Manchester United, when you see them play, they lack cohesion, they lack reading, and the style of play is not there. But I can't blame him for that because almost half of the players, or almost his first to 10 players are out injured. And you could see right now, as we speak right now, Manchester United do not have a left back, they do not have a CB. Their partners, Maguire. And so these are the issues where you are a coach, Godwin. So when you have players coming in out, going out, coming in, these are it distorts the rhythm of the team. It distorts the game plan of the coach. So it doesn't work that way. And I feel Eric Ten Hag is a manager that wants to play quick transition football, wants to play quick counter-attacking football. Yes, but you need to have quality wingers, to do that, and also a striker who knows how to finish. But for Manchester United, the wingers have let him down. Marcus Rashford has been a shadow of himself. Anthony is not that guy you can rely on. So a lot of issues from the board down to the coaching aspect. Even though I won't force the coach also, but I feel the board has a major problem, to this Manchester United, giving outrageous contracts, giving outrageous wages to players who don't even demand or who don't deserve to, play for Manchester United, giving them a mouth-watering contract that they don't want to even leave the club. It's better for them to even sit at the bench to collect all that wages and go than to even leave the club. So that makes it difficult for Manchester United to ship out players to other teams. So they have to rethink. Dan Ashworth is not yet Manchester United sporting director because he's on leave. He said he doesn't want to discuss football-related issues. But the other guy has, accepted to be Manchester United guy that will be working with Dan Ashworth. So Dan Ashworth is a good, acquisition if he tends to agree to the terms of Manchester United. I feel the new sheriff in town, the Ratfield, the new guy in town, the Enos Group, I feel probably they should look into the sporting world. Over time, Manchester United have looked into the business perspective, but not focusing on what is happening on the pitch of play. So I feel probably this season, next season, back Eric Ten Hag, give him what he needs. If he doesn't perform to the optimal best, then you can let him go after the season, after the next season, not to maybe sack him. Then look for a quality manager and probably start to build it. So I just feel that first thing first, allow some deadwood players to go. Then analyze what you want to do, analyze your team, analyze the kind of players you want into the team. So then you bring them in, then you start off from there. I feel they should be able to spend wisely. Bad business have cost them a lot of times previous season. So they should be able to spend wisely, think wisely, know how to invest wisely. Same as what is happening to Chelsea. Yes, we can't keep talking about project. This is a big institution. Clubs like Real Madrid, Bayern Munich don't do project. So when I hear people talking about big institutions like Manchester United, Chelsea, or Liverpool doing projects, I tend to laugh. What kind of project are you doing? When you need to bring experienced players into this team, to win titles and compete. And that's where you see Pep Guardiola has been dominating this league and make it look as if it's a farmers league right now. If you win the fourth EPL right now is a farmers league because one person cannot be consistently winning the league over and over again. And you tell me this league is competitive. So Manchester United need to think outside of the box. The Enos Group and the Ratfield and the new sheriff in town and need to see how this team tend to come back and tend to perform on the pitch of play. The report card shows that Eric Ten Hag has gotten 60% of 70% of his past match, took you to the three finals, even though you might say the performance on the pitch of play has not been convincing. But you could see that there's a little bit of progress from where Manchester United used to be before.
All right, I think I agree with both of you. Everything has to be allowed to stay. I think Manchester United coaches generally don't have time in this age of football. So I think if Alex Ferguson were to be in this era, he would have been sacked after his first 2 seasons at the club because he was very woeful at Manchester United in the beginning. He only got saved by a cup win, and which is that allowed for him to. So for them to give him the job. So I think we need patience with managers in football these days. Patience is lacking in football, and I think that's what we need. Talking about patience, and Yoko, you just talk about Chelsea. Do you think Chelsea should still stick with Pochettino? Do you think he's the right man to take Chelsea forward? Do you think so?
He has a 2 years contract. Like I said, it's not easy for a manager to come into the team where he didn't even sign a player. So the issue of Chelsea, when I talk about it, I feel pain because the Boli and a Bali guy who came into the team, yes, we got in this team. This team has been winning trophies, have been successful for the past 20 years. What do you need to do? You don't know much about football. What do you need to do? Is to bring guys who know about this club, bring guys who this club runs through their DNA to assist you. But no, you felt everybody is against you. You let go of a gardener who takes care of the field. You let go of so many key stars, the likes of Peter Cech and also Maria. Yes, they might have that affiliation with the past administration, Herman Abramovich, but they are still key, Chelsea faithfuls or key Chelsea legends or people who understand this game to help you. Yes, you came into the business, you assumed the role of a sporting director, and you went on spending money, wasting cash on needless players and bringing mediocre players into the team and hyping them in the media, and you became a sporting director. When you go to negotiate deals with clubs, they milk you because they know that you have money. When Abramovich was there, he brought in Marina, who runs his steel business before, and she's a high. They call her Iron Lady. Why? Because she doesn't cough out money anyhow. When she tells you, "This is the money I'm paying for this particular player," when you say no, she tells you, "Fuck off," and she goes to the next proposition on the table, and she goes to the next player with the alternative player. So this is what I feel the Boli guys have made a lot of big mistakes. You can't blame Mauricio Pochettino. And again, he brought in mediocre sporting directors who have never been in a big team before, been in a serious big team that have won titles before. So how do you expect them to, know the mentality, the DNA of this club? It doesn't work that way. Mediocre sporting directors that have been in Brighton, been in Southampton, they will tell you that they have scouted the likes of Lavia, they scouted the likes of Mitoma. This is Chelsea for crying out loud. So you need people who have something upstairs. You need people where you see their CV and you be scared. So I was expecting Boli, to bring in somebody like, Michael Emenalo before he got the Saudi pro job to become the Saudi pro sporting director. Bringing people like that to help him, guard them before get you should be able to standardize yourself up to be able to get the reading before bringing your own people, bringing your own ideas. Then after he brought the sporting directors, he sacked Thomas Tuchel, a world-class manager. He sacked Thomas Tuchel. Then he brought in a Porter. After Porter, you brought in Lampard. From Lampard, you are bringing a Mauricio Pochettino, which we all knew that Luis Enrique was the man for this job. But due to some background politics and Boli are looking for a yes-man and all that. So he picked Mauricio Pochettino for the job. So I feel the Chelsea issue has to start from the owners themselves down to the sporting directors signing some needless players who Chelsea don't need. The players who haven't played almost 100 matches in their career, or that you've seen the likes of Mikhailo Mudryk coming in, who has just Nicolas Jackson, I beg your pardon, who has just played 32 matches in his career before moving to Chelsea. Mikhailo Mudryk has not played up to 50 matches in his career. Signing Ugo Chukwu, blowing in money on Cosedo, blowing in money on Lavia, and a host of others without actually getting. How can you get a 200 million pounds midfield and you are not getting a world-class striker for them? That's why you've seen Chelsea struggle so far this season, because they failed to, get a quality striker that can convert those chances which Chelsea are creating in front of goal. So I feel next season, like Mauricio Pochettino has said, that you should not blame him. We just yesterday pre-match conference with against Everton, he said you should not blame him. The sporting directors, the owners, should be under scrutiny as well. That you can't give what you don't have, because most of these players are not yet there to the quality to play for Chelsea. So I feel that probably this project idea of Bowley and also other clubs should be able to seize, because all these things it can't work in a big team. I've never seen Real Madrid saying they are doing projects. I've never seen a team like Bayern Munich saying they are doing projects. It's only in Chelsea. Chelsea is not a Brighton. Chelsea is not a Borussia Dortmund or Bayern Leverkusen. You tell me that they are doing projects. So it's so unfortunate that it has resulted to this level. I hope that during the summer they are analyzing the situation, are trying to see how they can be able to bring experienced players to assist these players. Those who don't have that capacity to play in the English Premier League, loan them or sell them.
All right, thank you very much, Gosu. Nina, do you agree with Gosu? You could have Pochettino should be allowed at least one more season at Chelsea. What do you think about Pochettino and Chelsea?
If Roman was still calling the shots at Chelsea, Pochettino would have been a gunner. It would have been long gone, because I mean, well, we've come to know Chelsea as that club that doesn't settle for mediocrity, underachievement, and this trust the process thing that Man United and others do, the Arsenal. So yeah, if Roma was still calling the shot, but there's no will have been long gone, long gone, as in no time. But yes, Chelsea have new owners, and they've been hiring and firing. They fired Graham Potter, they fired Lampard. So maybe they want to take a shot at persevering with Pochettino, and I don't see a problem with that. If they decide to do that, if they decide to sack him, I will understand, because football is a business oriented. Sorry, result oriented business. So I will understand if they sack him, but if they decide to persevere and stick with him, that will also make sense, because the football itself is good. Pochettino is good. He's good with the playing football, the playing pattern. He's good with young players, and he has this solid interpersonal relationship with players. So yeah, in that aspect, he's good. The tactical aspect of the game is where I happen to have a problem with him. I don't think he's good tactically. I don't think so. But if Chelsea want to stick with him, I think it will make sense. Give him another season. Let him do a second season. Let's see this first season as the season of bedding in and all. So stick with him a second season, back him in the transfer window with more players. But this time, not just the focus shouldn't be on young players alone. There should be that perfect blend of youth and experience, which is the hallmark of the Chelsea we have known in the last 2 decades. So that perfect blend of youth and experience, because there are way too many young and inexperienced players in this present Chelsea team. So that inexperience, it doesn't get them over the line in games, and that's why they've lost way too many games this season. That ruled them out. They're not even in contention for top 4. They are not even in contention for a place in Europe, whether Europa or even the Conference League. But they are in contention of finishing a respectable 10th, 9th or 10th. That's not a place for a club like Chelsea. So I would say give Pochettino one more season, and if symptoms persist, then they can get rid of him.
All right, I agree with. I think I agree with both of you. Pochettino needs time. He's not a bad manager. He's a decent manager. Look at what he achieved with Tottenham. Although he didn't win any trophy with Tottenham, but at least he took them to the Champions League final, and he played some beautiful brand of football with Tottenham, and he went to PSG and he won titles with PSG. So I think if he's back in the transfer window, like you guys said, I think he's going to succeed. He's going to succeed at Chelsea. So before we go to previewing of the games Yoko, do you want to say something or mute your mic?
I feel yes, Pochettino has not been, yes, he's a good manager, but I feel he's just a manager that can just manage an average team. He's not an elite coach for me because tactically he's not there. He's not there. He's just a guy that will just, assist you pass the time and just help you. He can't win titles. He doesn't have that potential, to become an elite manager. He's a good manager, no doubt, but Mauricio Pochettino is not there tactically. If you see what he has played, but yes, the brand of football, the style of football, yes, he wants to play possession and quick transition football also using the 4-2-3-1 formation, and also when they are up the ball, is 4-2 4-2. Yes, impressive. So I feel that it's not there. It's not there. And also his mentality. When you hear him speak, sometimes you say, this guy is a mediocre manager. So I feel that just allow him, this season, next season, I mean, just allow him, then give him a little bit of money to go to the transfer market, get him a qualitative striker that can finish up chances. Then let's watch what has happened. And also, I can't fault him also because almost 12 or to 15 players in the Chelsea setup out injured. Same thing happening to Liverpool. Same thing happened to Manchester United. Today they are in, tomorrow they are out, not fit. And this calls to what is happening to the medical department of Chelsea. What has happened? What has gone wrong? How is the training routine of Mauricio Pochettino and all those things? So a lot of things need to be analyzed during the summer break, and see whether they can be able to put us together and make a result out of it.
All right, thank you very much, Gosu. Before we go to previewing of the games for the weekend, Richard has chipped in some comments. He said club didn't like the ownership in FSG, and that's why he's leaving the club. Club respect the fans. FSG needs to leave the club and sell up. He also said Liverpool need players to play for the badge and world-class players. He now mentioned players like Andy Cole, York, Rooney, Van Nistelrooy, Van Persie, Henry. Okay. Richard has been chipping in with a lot of comments. I'll continue to read him. I'll continue to read his comments as we go on with the show. Before we go, let me still remind you of the question for to win my 1,000 naira worth of airtime. When was the last season Manchester United won the Premier League? If you can answer the question correctly, you will stand the chance of winning 1,000 naira worth of airtime. So we'll just go now to previewing of the games for the weekend. We'll start with the EPL. 12:30 today, we're gonna see West Ham host Liverpool. Nena, who is your money on? Do you bet? Nena?
I don't have the stomach and heart for betting. I don't bet.
So who are you tipping to clinch all 3 points?
Okay. A draw is written all over this game. West Ham Liverpool, a draw. But um, realistically, I'll go for a Liverpool win.
Okay, Liverpool win from Nena. Yoko, are you also supporting Nena?
Yeah, I feel that West Ham have been in bad shape, bad form, ever since they lost out of the Europa League, lost against Crystal Palace scandalously. I feel that they might be able to come out against Liverpool. Liverpool have a tough fixtures, so I feel that West Ham might be able to spring up an upset in this match. So I might be giving it to West Ham.
Wow, that's kind of bold from you. Liverpool fans, especially Richard, that's really nice following. He won't like your prediction, Yoko. You want to break his heart. Richard has chipped in his prediction. He said West Ham 2, Liverpool 2. Okay, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next fixture for the day. Manchester United versus Burnley. Nena, it's a win now. That one is short now. We'll go win the game now. No, they're not getting anything they want to talk. I think Burnley want to go Old Trafford.
Yeah, but man, you should be winning 3-1.
Okay, 3-1 comfortable. The Yoko, what about you?
Manchester is playing against who?
Burnley.
Against who?
Burnley.
Who is at home?
Man
Man
United.
United.
They will win that match, but it's going to be a scrappy win, just like what we saw against the Sheffield. 2-1.
All right, 2-1 victory from Yoko. All right, if you're a punter, you can start taking your punting jotter and start noting these predictions right now because we're about to start making money for the weekend. All right, Newcastle versus Sheffield United. Nina, what's the take? Newcastle versus Sheffield United.
Sheffield are fighting for their lives right now. Uh, okay. And Newcastle, I beat. Their form has been erratic. I'll be going with the Newcastle win.
What's your score?
Newcastle win.
What's your scoreline prediction?
2-1.
All right,
2-1.
2-1 win for 2-1 win for Newcastle from Nena. All right, Goswill, what's your prediction? Newcastle versus Sheffield United.
Newcastle win. Straight win.
All right, Newcastle straight win. All right. Fulham versus Crystal Palace, Nena. Who do you think will come out on top?
Crystal Palace has been a form, especially with this Mateta guy.
Your guy.
My guy. Fulham, their form also has been erratic. I'll go with a draw for this one. A draw, 2-2.
A 2-2 draw from Nena. Goswill, what's your prediction? Fulham versus Crystal Palace.
For Fulham, exciting team so far. I remember their coach at Glasner. He was the one who won the Europa for Frankfurt, I guess. And so also Marcos Silva too, another exciting coach. So I see this match ending a draw.
All right, a draw from Goswill Yoko. Everton versus Brentford. Nina, what's your take?
Everton, Brentford. Everton win. Everton win 2-1.
Everton to win 2-1. All right, Goswill, are you there? Goswill, are you there? I think we lost Goswill for a minute. Okay, maybe his network is having some issue. Okay, let's continue Nina. We'll go to the next game. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. What's the take, Nina?
Wow. That's some game. Aston Villa, Chelsea. Aston Villa win. Aston Villa
Wow.
winning 3-1.
Wow. You want to break Chelsea fans' hearts?
Well, I'm being realistic here. Aston Villa have something to play for. They are looking to seal that Champions League football. And finishing fourth is going to fetch them that. So they are Aston Villa have something to play for. So they will be going all out against a Chelsea that is currently low in spirit. I don't think they've exactly recovered from what Arsenal did to them. So I'm going with the straight win for Aston Villa.
Okay, a straight win for Aston Villa from Nena. All right, that's going to be a very big order in the bookies market. So you can look forward to that. Check it out. Aston Villa to win against Chelsea. All right. Tottenham versus Arsenal, one of the biggest games of the weekend. Nina, what do you think will happen in that game?
Okay, Spurs have not played in 15 days now, so they'll be well rested and very motivated to try and stop Arsenal from winning the league. So I'm seeing a draw in this game. A draw. It's called draw. I don't know the exact score, but it's called draw. I'm seeing a score draw.
A score draw from Nena, Tottenham versus Arsenal game. All right. That means if you are a punter, you can predict on both teams to score. Both teams to score. All right. Bournemouth versus Brighton. Bournemouth versus Brighton.
Bournemouth versus Brighton. Okay. Bournemouth, they've been good form in recent games. Why Brighton this season, they are not exactly the Brighton of last season. And they've been very erratic, very erratic. So Bournemouth, Brighton, a slim win for Bournemouth.
A slim
Slim
win
win.
for Bournemouth. Okay. The last game in the EPL will be Forest versus Man City.
Straight win, Man City. We are the straight win. We are the business end of the season. Man City is smelling blood right now. Forest are fighting for their lives, and they should be going all out against Man City. But Man City is going to capitalize on that desperation and then hit them where it hurts. So straight win, Man City.
All right, straight win for Manchester City. All right, we go to the La Liga games now. Are you conversant with the La Liga, Nena?
Yes, very well.
All right, let's start. Las Palmas. Okay. Just to remind our viewers, Real Madrid won last night against the Real Sociedad 1-0. I think. I don't know who scored. I didn't play the game. I don't know who scored, but I think they won 1-0 last night. That's one of the games gone for the weekend. The next game for La Liga is Las Palmas versus Girona. Who is your money on?
Girona,
All right,
straight win, Girona.
straight win for Girona. Almeria versus Getafe.
Wow, Almeria versus Getafe. Mm, a draw. A draw
All
because
right.
both teams they play this eye-catching football. They always want to possess the ball, so they'll be canceling each other out. On that, I see a score draw in this.
All right, boss, we are back. Abi, we have to go and eat pounded yam, Abi.
You said?
You went to go
You
and
said
eat
you want to go
pounded
and
yam.
eat pounded yam.
I went to go and do what?
Eat pounded yam.
No. I was talking to my boss.
All right.
Okay.
We are previewing the La Liga games. We are done with the English Premier League games. Okay. Alaves versus Celta Vigo. Nina. Alaves versus Celta Vigo.
Please, the
Straight
mic
win,
is
Celta
sensory.
Vigo.
Straight win Celta Vigo. What about you, Goswill?
Alaves Celta Vigo. I feel it on over 2.5 games. The book is you take note.
Over
Anybody can-
2.5.
Yes,
Oh, that was going to be a high scoring encounter.
yes, it's going to be a nice career.
All right. Atletico Madrid versus Athletic Bilbao. Nina.
Atletico Madrid
Ad-
will win this one.
Okay. Nina, what's your opinion?
A score draw.
Wow, it scored. Atletico Madrid are playing home though.
I don't think Bilbao has. They are in some kind of inspired form. So I see a score draw. Yeah.
It scored. Okay. The next game is Cadiz versus Mallorca. Goswill, Cadiz versus Mallorca.
Alaves versus Mallorca.
No,
Cadiz.
Cadiz.
Cadiz, Mallorca. I feel it's going to be Mallorca.
Okay. Nina, how about you?
I like Cadiz. But yeah, I give it to Mallorca.
All right. Granada versus Osasuna. Goswill.
Granada.
Okay. Granada to win versus Osasuna. Are you also going with Granada, Nina?
Granada, Osasuna. I'll give it to Osasuna.
Wow. Okay. Osasuna for Nina, Granada for Goswill. Let's see who's going to win. Right. Villarreal versus Rayo Vallecano. Goswill. Villarreal versus Rayo Vallecano.
Over 1.5.
Over 1.5. Okay. Nina, what about you?
Um, Vallecano win.
Vallecano to win away at Villarreal from Nena. Okay. Real Betis versus Sevilla.
Hmm.
Real Betis versus Sevilla. I feel it's going to be over 2.5. Can
Wow.
go either way.
Another
It
high
can go
scoring
either way.
game.
Another
Okay.
tough game.
Another tough game. Nena, what's your opinion?
Straight win Sevilla.
Wow. Straight win Sevilla at Betis. That was a bold call. That was a bold call. I like that. Sevilla to win at Betis from Nena. All right. The last game for La Liga this weekend is Barcelona versus Valencia. Yoko.
It's going to be a difficult game, but I see Barcelona trying to win. Just trying to win, but the title race is over for them. But they are going to win that match.
Nena, do you think Barcelona will win Valencia?
A score draw.
Oh, a score draw at the home of Barcelona. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Come to the end of the La Liga games. Now we move to the NPFL. Nena, are you confident with the NPFL?
No.
All right.
No,
That,
no.
that, that will be God's will. That will be me and God's will doing that then.
Okay.
God's Doma United versus Quara United.
Roma United have been not been consistent so far so with this semester because probably I don't know for Coach Onibile they have not been doing well on the road and also at home. So I feel it's going to be a draw match. Para United also they needed something to maintain their rhythm in the league, but I feel it's going to be a draw match.
A draw match. Okay. Bendel Insurance versus Heartland.
You said
Bendel Insurance versus Heartland.
Bendel Insurance. Heartland are doomed to go to relegation this semester. So Bendel Insurance will try to compare their woes.
Okay. Gombe United versus Lobby Stars.
Lobby Stars.
Okay. Bayelsa United versus Rivers United.
Rivers United.
Okay. Eyimba versus Castina United.
Eyimba.
All right. Enugu Rangers versus Plateau United.
It's a difficult match. I see ending as a draw. And if it ends draw, that means Eyimba have to climb to the table. But it's a must-win match for Fidelity to go on his spot. So
Okay.
yeah, I see it as a draw.
Shooting Stars versus Shine Stars.
A local derby. Shooting Stars have been doing so well, the Oracle himself. What was he called? Benga Ogumbote, doing well for himself and all that. So I see Shooting Stars, trying to get the points.
Okay. Aqua United versus Kano Pillars. This is going to be a very interesting game. Aqua United versus Kano Pillars. It's going to be a very
Yes,
explosive.
they have been rooted to the bottom, and they have not lived up to the billing this season. Aqua United, but let's see how they tend to fight through. Because I don't think probably Aqua United will go to relegation. But let's see how they fight through. It's going to be a difficult match. They might tend to spring us surprises against Canopilas. But Canopilas, on a good day, this is the match they are supposed to win. But Aqua United are not pushover, so I see it as a draw.
Okay. The last one is Sporting Lagos versus Abia Warriors. Sporting Lagos with their new manager Abdullahi Bifo. Do you think he's going to get his first win as Sporting Lagos manager this weekend?
Yes, Sporting Lagos, in my way. Or a draw. Win or draw.
Win or draw for Sporting Lagos at home to Abia Warriors. All right, so we'll finally come to an end of a very interesting show. I'd like to thank everyone that has joined in, especially Richard. I don't know where you're watching from. I suspect you're watching outside of Nigeria. I thank everyone that has joined us. And for our question is still hanging. If you know the last time Manchester United won the Premier League and you want to win our 1,000 worth of airtime, just comment. or you can send me a private message on Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram. I'll forward you your money. All right. I think we'll finally come to the end of the show. What will be your parting shot, Nina? What's your parting shot?
Okay. Um. Well, nothing out of the ordinary. It's just that it is my wish, despite being a Man United fan, it's my wish for Man City to win the league because Arsenal fans are unbearable. There's no way to put it. There's no better way to put it. So that's my parting shot.
All right. What about you?
Yes, Arsenal are going to win the league. Arsenal are going to win the league. And if your team lose this weekend, you have your team wins. That's my part.
The banter go hot for Twitter. If Man you lose this weekend, the banter go too mad. I can't bear it. I'll just commit suicide.
I beg
Guys, thank you for joining me for an interesting episode of the preview show. We do this every week. I think we were supposed to be doing it on Friday, but because I had a game yesterday, I'm a coach of a third division team in Nigerian league, so we had a game yesterday, so I couldn't meet up for the show. That's why we did it on Saturday morning. But I think it's fun. Saturday morning should be fun. Maybe we should shift it to Saturday morning. So maybe it's even going to be better on Saturday morning. So just before the games, we just enjoy ourselves for the weekend game. All right, nice having you guys. Look to having you guys again soon. I'll reach out to any of you for the show next. So let me know if you'll be interested. I'll communicate to you. So I want you to enjoy your weekend and have fun. See you next.
Thanks, and you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.